Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Death Stranding. Today, we're doing some Legend of Legends missions, priority missions, and hopefully going to new areas and checking out what we need to do. But first off, like every other session, let's begin with some mail. All right, mail time. Uh, Aaron Hill, thanks for delivering the coat and boots. Thanks for picking up a dead man's coat and boots. They were loaners and of a size we don't stock in excess. In fact, it's so rare that someone asked for them that we only had the one set. Anyways, we'll give them a good wash before placing them into storage. You take care of yourself, Sam. All right. Peter Englert. All right, you pizza man. Once again, it is I, Peter Englert, and once again, I must implore you to fulfill an urgent request. I speak, of course, of pizza. Before you declare my unforgivable, selfish. Wait, unforgivably selfish? Sure. Before you declare me unforgivably selfish, know that on this occasion I write to you on behalf of my elder father. Oh, we're getting the whole family together. Great. Anyways, who has been fiendishly out of sorts of late, and has even divulged to me his dreams of the beach. You can imagine how I felt upon hearing such dreadful news. I fear that he may not be long for this earth. And that being the case, I cannot bear the thoughts that he must shuffle off his mortal coil, having never sampled the transcendent delights you deliver. Could you help me grant him this final kindness by varying the dish in the question from Mount Knot City? My father has often spoke of fondness of salami. You can ensure this last supper is topped with a couple servings of said sausage. Would die a happy man indeed, I am sure. Oh, Peter Englert. The Spiritualist, a snapshot of ages past. Sam, do you recall the handprint you brought to me? Well, I hoped you're sitting down because when I analyzed it, I discovered it was 65 million years old. It dates back to the late Cretaceous period when the dinosaurs became extinct. I did fear that perhaps it was just a rock and the handprint itself had been added much later. That seems not to be the case. Could someone have traveled through a time via the beach in order to leave it? If not, how could it possibly have been made? I plan to look into the matter further. Get in touch when I learn more. If you happen to stumble across anything that might shed light on this mystery, you'll let me know too, won't you? It was me the whole time. We had a boy! And do you have power gloves? Big news, Sam. We just welcomed a new life to our world, a baby boy. Both him and his missus are doing fine. In fact, they're sleeping peacefully next to me as I write this message. I know you're a busy man, though, so I won't go on and on about us. Besides, there's something else I've been meaning to tell you. Even you must have found it tough making deliveries up on these snowy mountains, right? Well, have you tried using power gloves? They can be a real game changer. Let me tell you, if you lose your footing and start to slip, the gloves will help you catch yourself before you slide right off the cliff. They make decent weapons too if things get hairy. Just bear in mind, they drain your batteries, so be sure to keep an eye on that. And hey, don't tell me you'll never wanted to rock a set of metal claws like an action hero, Sam. You know, I've got the feeling you are going to be a real role model for my boy when he's older. Of course, it's down to all of us, myself included, to make sure the world is a better place for him and future generations. I know you feel the same. Let's not let them down, Sam. Very nice. Watch out for the whiteout earlier. Hey, Sam, I hope this gets through to you. The weather took a turn for the worse a while ago, and now it's gone full whiteout. Zero visibility up here on the mountain. I hope you aren't caught up in it as well. If it's not too late, I suggest keeping an eye on the weather forecast and steering clear. Limited visibility is the only issue with whiteouts, though it's not the only issue with the whiteouts. You lose vital awareness and you can't gauge distance. Hell, sometimes you can literally can't tell up from down. Pretty scary stuff. With your gear, though, you shouldn't be completely helpless. You can use your map to plot a route to your destination. Will show up whenever you use the Autodex cargo scanner to obtain your surroundings. If you literally can't see them, if you lose your way, try switching to the compass and modes to confirm your destination. That way, you can't lose at least or you can at least orientate yourself in the direction you need to go. Above all else, don't panic. It's easy to lose your head and wind up, but if you can stay calm, it'll be absolutely fine. Good luck, Sam. That was crazy. Are humans all that important? Can stay away, huh? Glutton for punishment, I reckon. Let me bore you a little bit more. I told you before about drone syndrome and delivery dependence, right? Turns out there's an interesting little theory, both might be reactions to against, might be a better way of putting it, the possibility of the singularity. Humans didn't want to stop being humans, and the Death Stranding, that was mankind's last ditch attempt to retain its sense of self, we caused it somehow because we couldn't bear the thought of losing our identity. What makes sort of a sense, no? Sure. Humans have beaches, humans become BTs, humans cause voidouts, it all comes back to us. We die, sure, but at least we die with a bang, not a whimper. Maybe your next step should be to try and make the singularity happen for real. Get rid of us once and for all. I mean, don't actually think that way. You know I don't, but sometimes I can almost see the logic in it. What's the measure of man? What's the value in fighting tooth and nail to keep him around? Is it ever too much? I can't help wondering. I tell you, I hate to die and come as back as BT. Stir up trouble. Better to be rid of the flesh, don't you think, Sam? And it's a sad thought process. Oh, in Southwick, I spoke to my parents. Good for you, my guy. You'll never guess what happened today. I spoke to my mom and dad, not for long, but I spoke to them. First time in 3 years. Lived up in Capital Knot City, but there they were, as Kylograms floating right in front of me. When I said my goodbyes and left with the first expedition, I thought it would be it for us. They used to have whole ceremonies for folks when they died back before the stranding, not like now. Can't spare a moment before the body's whisked away for incineration. You can't make your peace with your loved ones. Why put yourself through the pain of sticking around to watch them get sick and fade away? Leastways, that's what I thought until today. Now that I've seen their faces again, I can't help but wonder the day might come when our work is finally done. I can go back home. Okay. Connexus keeps us alive. Doctor. The medical terminal and bioprinter appear to be functional as intended. The mountaineer's wife should now be able to receive the treatment she needs. Thank goodness. Do you know that it was my better half who designed both the devices? The medical terminal uses hologram technology. Bioprinter was built upon existing chiroprinter tech. The difference, of course, being that this model can be used to synthesize medications and organic compounds. My partner used to enjoy life in the city. She worked as a researcher there, but when I proposed moving out here to provide medical care for preppers, she was happy to follow me. How fortunate for all of us, as preppers cannot survive in complete isolation, and neither can I. There's not much of the point of being a medical professional if you've got no one to tend to. Indeed, we need to forge and maintain connections of all kinds. That's just what you're helping us do with your deliveries by expanding the Kernel network. Making no mistake, the bonds between us make us strong. You already knew that, didn't you? Sure did. Believe that is it for now. So pizza time is coming. It's coming soon. It's not here yet, but it's coming. Interviews. I'm surprised you didn't get any new tips. Interviews about the spiritualist. No one has been able to explain the Death Stranding, and I doubt that anyone ever will. Certainly not with science. Science is only suitable for observations, measurement, objectivity. You can observe and measure as much as you like, but it will bring you no closer to the understanding. Sometimes you need to expand your mind and open your heart. See the souls of the dead. Listen for the waves on the beach, In iniquity, there were no barriers between the realms. People moved freely between Earth, outer space, and the world of the dead. What are myths and legends if not records of these journeys? My research was not only confirmed this, but the pyramids of Egypt, Mesoamerica, the Nezican lines, Stonehenge, all gateways built by humans in order to access the beach. Surely you can see the wisdom of the ancients has never been more relevant. Sure, I don't know. Way out in Manhattan. Who the hell? Those were the doctor's final words. At the time, no one knew whom he was referring to, and to be fair, there were more pressing issues at hand. The doctor in question was a surgeon specializing in cesarean sections, a C-section. The procedure was undertaking at the time, however, was slightly unusual in that he was operating on a mother who had been declared brain dead several months into her pregnancy. She had been placed on life support, but since her blood pressure was decreasing and the fetus was showing signs of uh, bradycardia, the decision was made to operate because the procedure was broadcast to medical researchers on a closed circuit network. We are fortunate to have a record of what took place. Per the footage, the incision was made without incident. The plan was apparently to remove the fetus from the moon and immediately place it in a NICU, where it would receive the necessary care. Prior to this, the surgeon would, of course, have to cut the umbilical cord. This is the moment that changed everything. The moment the surgeon's hands touched the cord, it instantly he uttered his infamous last words: "Who the hell?" Following a number of tests and experiments, the conclusion was reached that this incident was an annihilation event brought about by the doctor's contact with whatever or whomever he had seen upon touching the umbilical cord. Though it eventually became apparent that the doctor had been referring to BTs, at the time no one could explain the underlying cause of the incident. Some later theorized that if same condition, brain dead mother, fetus, umbilical cord, could be recreated, the BTs could be detected, and the mystery of the Death Stranding would be solved. Indeed, this was the theoretical basis upon which the government's own experiments and investigation would be conducted. They called the fetus they used bird babies, and the experiments became known as the BB experiments. Soon after the government's program got underway and the tragedy of Manhattan occurred. The BB experiments we conducted at a Manhattan-based government facility in such extreme secrecy that little is known about them to this day. One thing we do know for certain, however, is that the experiments ended in tragic failure and were directly responsible for the total annihilation of the island of Manhattan, as well as the death of the president who had been observing operations firsthand. He was succeeded by the Vice President Bridget Strand, who shortly after her inauguration put an end to all further BB experiments and had all data destroyed. With her strong and steadfast leadership, the wake of the Boyd Out, she made great strides in quelling the chaos and unrest that had spread throughout the nation. She vowed to rebuild America and devoted herself wholeheartedly to this end. In response, separatists who opposed Reconstruction emerged and steadily grew more aggressive in their activities. One faction even managed to acquire documents relating to the BB experiments. Some speculate that this data was used to restart them in secret. At that time, however, no BB units are known to have been successfully created. BBs in general remained a taboo subject in government circles. Weird. Dandelion seeds. Fluffy seeds of a dandelion are certainly fragile, but that doesn't mean they aren't filled with life. Indeed, their insatiable nature is what allows them to spread new life as far and wide as they do. American sci-fi legend Ray Bradbury's novel *Dandelion Wine* tells the tale of a young man's summer and the heady mixture of growth, lost life, and death symbolized by the drink of the title. Happily for the porters of the world, the ability of dandelion seeds to float on the wind means that they're very unlikely to ever be asked to transport such delicate cargo themselves. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a bubble on dandelion seeds at some point, apparently. Maybe. That'd be funny. Alright. Uh, we've got to go check on Lou first. Because BB is no longer BB. BB is now Lou. It's a scary cutscene. How you doing, Lou?
Adorable. You asleep?
Right. Other than that, let's head on out and do some premium missions. It's going to be our main goal for today. But first, baby Higgs. Hey, Higgs. We get to learn more about Deadman and why he was there. We'll get away.
Take a look. This is what the world...
I'm skipping this because we've already seen it. We'll go to the moon. Alright. So, in order to do Legend of Legends missions, we actually have to first change our game difficulty. So, let's... Systems, Options, Game Settings, Hard. Changing game difficulty, we're starting from your most recent save. Thanks. I don't even change game difficulty. While orders are ongoing, you will be evaluated upon delivery. The lowest difficulty selected during the course of any such orders. Must complete an order at a continuous difficulty level of normal or higher. Certain higher ratings, Legend of Legends, Legend and Legend of Legends, will be unachievable. Please be aware that on the very easy difficulty, puzzle solving tips and other hints will be displayed immediately. I'm sure you want to proceed. Let me save first then. Save. Cool. Game settings, hard. Confirm. Okay.
Scanning bridges ID.
Here we are, back again.
Clear. Weapons detected.
Now, standard orders. There's a lot. So many of them are already legends. I'm worried, not freaked out, worried about some of the missions that are like over 200 kilograms because I can only now hold 260, which is fine, but it just makes me worried that I am going to not do as well. Besides, we're not doing any of the Elder or engineering missions yet. We're just going to go straight south. Yeah. The Timefall Farmer, the Junk Dealer. We'll be heading to that one soon. Definitely the Waste. Actually, I can do both of these. That's going to be fun and difficult. Only because we still haven't built all of the bridges yet. So let's do the weather station first. That is 220. Weather stations at, hold on, 5 stars already. guess I don't need to do it. South knots, south knots. It's just everything else is so heavy burden wise. I'll have to do it all at some point. So I don't know why this one has an exclamation point. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, let me go over here, do these missions. We will see you back soon. What a picture. Yeah, that's fine.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be lost until departure. Cargo. Delivering cargo.
Oh, hey. Good to see you. Damn, you carried all this by yourself?
Hey. Alright. Nothing too bad. There's the Legend of Legends. That's what it looks like. Three. And I replaced all my legend stars. Good. Good. Well, you know what? We got their delivery volume up. You've been awarded the title of Deliverer, a legend in the making. Your name is known to all. You achieved delivery volume grade 50. You will now carry more cargo. Just what I need.
Well, be safe out there.
Good work. New order available.
Alright. Doesn't seem like anything too important. It's just that I had materials that were left there. Oh well. I still have this mission to do. That's gonna be fun. A 544 kilogram journey. I wonder how the best way to do that is. That's something I'll have to explore later on. But for now, let's make our way. Have I done? No, I haven't. So let's do Lake Knox City. For premium. Start going over. Arrange. Head on out. Alright, we're here. Theory. Just a theory. Yep. Okay. So, there's an exclamation point. I was warning you about this because there were places that had exclamation points. I just didn't know what they were about. Turns out there's a items in the share locker for me to grab. Now I can get rid of this. Get even more deliveries done.
Hey, how's it going? Wow, this is way more than we expected. Thank you, Sam.
That's so little. Ooh, so close. More delivery volume.
Always a pleasure, Sam. Good work.
Now, he should have some orders for himself. Wow, two? Huh. This to this. No, these are all for the engineer. 3 for the engineer. 3 for the elder. 3 for the craftsman. Oh, there's 1 for the film director. How nice. These are the ones that I was thinking of. The ones that are quote unquote out of the way. It's a miscellaneous myth, but it doesn't have time. Strange. Okay. So we're going to deliver this. Fine. Have a vehicle. There was a lot of stuff in here. I have ceramics on me that can be loaded into the private locker. And then I guess I'm fine. I guess I'm fine. Let me get the gun. Just in case.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time.
See y'all in a second.
Beginning scan.
Alright, guys. Nope. Yep. Hiya! Haha! Come on. Oh, I already got it. Cool. Unlock. Grab the materials I need. I guess I can grab that as well. Carry on back. And arrange. good. Alright. Gun. 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 Drop the here, drop. There we go. Oof. Haha. Let's go this way. Let's throw on their stuff. Hey, I'm coming to you. You don't need to worry about. Stop it. No. Nice shots. I get him from downtown. No. Once again, from downtown. Ooh. He's chained up. Now he's down. I'm missing one more guy. Okay. The rest are down. No? Come on, bike. There we go. Want this. The materials. Carry on my back, thankfully. And after all that, all I could carry was 5 more pounds. Whoop-de-whoop. Woo! Might as well go ahead and go through this because it is on a time mission.
Sam Porter Bridges.
The requested cargo. It's fine.
Hey, Sam. Good to see you.
You beat the ETA by a country mile. Thank you.
So does this count as time mission stuff as well? 3 minutes 54 seconds. We're getting there. Some lost cargo. And miscellaneous. Strange. I would have thought for sure I'd get some time.